saying that he loved you, or a brother just saying that you could do better, or grandma saying that you got more potential, or God saying, hey, you need to do things like how I wrote. You said F you to all that. All right. Well, ooh, that just gave me a headache. But here's the thing. They want to always talk about the man that's like, hey, you're beautiful. Don't do this. Don't don't do that. Think about this logically. They wishing Kevin Samuels was deleted. They got their wish. They take they take shows and podcasts down that's trying to speak wisdom and all this. They have a problem with all of the men. Just think about this. They have a problem with all of the men saying, hey, you can do better for yourself. You could choose better for yourself. They have a problem, but they don't have a problem with the men that's like, okay, yeah, I'll tell you what you want to hear. Let me get my box, and that's it. They have a problem with him afterwards, but they don't have a problem with him initially before the consequences come. And again, and this is the part that I was trying to think about hovering if I wanted to say or not, because whether it's secular or non secular, especially when it comes to the church, you'll have women coming in to therapy sessions, coming into counseling sessions, coming into church, whether it's secular or non secular, with 3 or 4 kids under the age of 30, or like between 25 and 35, 3 or 4 kids, never been married, talking about peace. You see them all on your timeline, all on your social media, talking about peace, prosperity. God's going to bless me. You're never going to see peace. You're never going to see prosperity.
Come on.
God is never going to bless you
Come on.
because you live the entire lifestyle saying F you to peace. When when life or God try to send you somebody, whether it was a man or a grandma, a man saying that he loved you, or a brother just saying that you could do better, or grandma saying that you got more potential, or God saying, hey, you need to do things like how I wrote, you said F you to all that. So now that you have your 3 and 4 kids, you don't just have one. It wasn't just an error or a mistake in life. You have 3 and 4, which means you earned your lifestyle. You earned your misery. You earned your sorrow. You earned it like a paycheck. And you want to sit up here on social media and say that God's going to bless you. You want to say that you got peace and positivity coming to you, that you're transcending and things like that. No, you're not. And if you are transcending, you're transcending from one trash bin to another trash bin. And that's not what God has planned for you. But that's not what a man has planned for you. That's not what your family had planned for you. But you want to sit in here and say, "Oh, it's all right. God will forgive me. It's all right. I'll find a man that will love me." And how come you wasn't talking like that before? And you
Come
knew
on.
fully well, even on the first or the second kid, you knew fully well. So you're in a season of a lot of these women are in a season of consequence,
Come
and
on.
we need to avoid women or people in a season of consequence, or we will face the consequences. We need to teach these young men that no, you don't want to date. You don't even want to be within 10 or 20 feet of a woman with kids. Go get
Fact.
your bag. Go do what you need to do as a man. She's going to try to get you, especially the ones that's older than you. She's going to try to get you and be impressionable on you because she knows that you don't know what you're doing yet as a man.
It's my
Let
opinion
her
that
be in
women
her
want that.
misery.
Yeah,
You say what?
it's my opinion that women want inexperienced men now. because they want to be like the men and mold these young men. They don't want to be in a submissive relationship. They want to be in a partnership. And they know they can't do that with a man who's wise, a man who's older, a man who's mature, a man who's up on his game, who's an alpha, if you want to use that word, or a man who's about his business. A traditional man, they can't. A man with standards, they don't want that man. They want the struggle love. And the struggle love is not always about money. I keep saying that. The struggle love is more about suffering through a man's decision making while he becomes a leader, because he hasn't become a leader yet. So this is what these women do.
But that man will never, excuse me, that man will never be a leader, because the modern woman has a problem with male leadership. I get that all the time. Even my colleagues that's counselors get that all the time. Well, I don't necessarily have a problem with him. He's a good man. He's a good leader. But I just disagree with what he's doing. So I had to leave. I disagree with what he's doing. So I had to set his whatever on fire. But I digress.